Hello, Mr. Nailsin here, delivering you an update on the release dates of films from the DCEU. Probably should have a better title for that. But anyway, first up, The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves of Planet of the Apes fame and starring Robert Pattinson of, I don't know, glittery vampire fame. Anyway, it was originally supposed to come out June 25th, 2021. But now, it will be moved to October 1st, 2021. Well, that's probably more appropriate time for it, with bats and all. But also, since it's rumored to be based on The Long Halloween, it probably should be an October film. Yeah. So, there you go. Thanks to our current crisis. That's now the date they're shooting for. Meanwhile, Shazam 2, directed by David Sandberg and starring Zachary Levi, moves from April 1st. No, really, it was going to be April 1st, 2020. Oh, 2022, sorry. To November 4th, 2022. Okay. That's quite a move, though. That's a lot widespread there between the months. And, of course, the problem for Shazam there is the child cast that has to play the young version of the characters that transform into the adult characters when they, do their powers. So, I'm not sure how they'll do that. Do they recast? I don't think so. I mean, you got two of the main stars are sort of well-known, and you would want to continue with them because of their abilities, and they tended to kind of carry the film and move it forward there, especially the actor playing Freddie Freeman. So, you need to get on that, but of course they can't. So I guess they could always adjust the story that, well, they've grown. Unless these are actors who are, older than they look and that sort of thing. But, I really don't know. And too lazy to look into it. So, that could be the stumbling block for Shazam. But, would anyone care? No. As long as the movie's good enough and Zachary Levi is doing his Captain Marvel, I mean Shazam, character, then it should be good. I actually liked the first one. The ending was a little fizzly for me, but I look forward to this one. So all the best for him. And, circumstances being what they are, it's got to come out in November instead. Meanwhile, The Flash. Yes, The Flash. Directed by Andy Muschietti, and from It fame, and set to star Ezra Miller of some amount of fame and recent infamy. Actually, this is a little different. Gets moved up from July 1st, 2022 to June 3rd, 2022. So I'm not sure what that's about. That's a little, you would expect to be later, especially also in recent events and not just the outbreak. But, Ezra Miller was on camera choking a woman, so that's a bit of a stinker. But recently, someone, was it Instagram or tweeted, either Andy's wife or sister, I forget which, and who's also a producer on the film, so I probably should have done my due diligence to nail that down. But anyway, I was asked, hey, is the Flash movie still going forward? Because there were rumors the whole thing would just be canceled rather than just recast Ezra. But she said, yep. And that translates as yes. So apparently, June 3rd, the Flash movie will debut. As to when they can start shooting, of course, is up in the air because, again, the outbreak. But apparently, yes, still Ezra Miller, and my guess is they're going with the just don't say anything and it'll go away. And maybe, just maybe, they've learned not to fear the Twitterverse. Yeah, just forget about the Twitterverse. Because it's not the universe. No, it's not. But again, he's going to have to deal with it in some context because, when he has to start promoting films such as The Flash or Fantastic Beasts or what have you, it's going to come up. So, or maybe not. Maybe it won't. Maybe he'll just go to the shill interviews and he won't have to deal with it. That could be the plan. Don't know. But anyway, so apparently The Flash is still in the running. And, of course, the most wonderful of them all, Wonder Woman 1984, which had already changed from June 1st to now August 14th. Well, originally it was supposed to have opened last year, but WB ordered some reshoots. What was that about? Well, I guess we'll have to see the film to find out, if ever. So, a little later in the year, and we'll see. I mean, how many movie theaters will even be able to open, and how many people will go? I mean, I imagine a sizable enough crowd will go, but as far as a sizable enough crowd to prop up and recover the industry, I'm not so certain. But that'll be an interesting thing to see. It may be that quite a few of these will have to be released online, whether anyone likes it or not, because it's just there's no theater there, really, Meanwhile, other films. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad gets released August 6, 2021. Gunn recently said on Twitter he doesn't think there will be any delay. So I guess that was... I can't recall if I had heard there was a release date just yet, but this is the release date they're going for as of now. That'll put it just a little bit before The Flash. So one of the The Flash is 2022. Yeah. So Batman. Boy, it'll be right before Batman. So, which as of now, technically, Batman really isn't considered to be a part of this DCEU, or is it? As the Flash movie, supposedly going to be Flashpoint, might make him a part of it. Well, anyway. So, Gunn says he doesn't expect any delays in its release. As of now, of course, filming has stopped. Because, And then there's Black Adam, starring Dwayne Johnson. Gets released December 22, 2021. Or does it? Because Johnson said, the filming will be delayed. So, but by how much? Can they still make the deadline and all that sort of thing? Well, of course, time will tell. But if things can open up again and they can start shooting, then, well, maybe he can make that date. But some of those, that's an iffy debut date there. It might push it over into 2022. James Wan and Jason Momoa's Aquaman 2 will get released in December 16th, 2022. In that they might. I'm thinking they could probably make that one because that's a good distance away. But there again, boy, the Aquaman. If the Flash movie is supposed to change everything, I'm wondering how if they gotta talk to one another about how they go about doing this, because Aquaman 2 might look a lot different than it did from the original. Well, maybe a little bit, but not by much. If there'll be anything that acknowledges, hey, the universe is different. I don't know. The cool thing would be if they can actually have the Wonder Woman versus Aquaman business in the Flashpoint story, although there's been lately some rumors saying that's not going to happen. That would be really, really cool. But, you want to get people excited about your DC movies, you kind of need to do exciting things. Yes, you do. So anyway, there you go. As it stands now, your DCEU films. So hopefully things will go smoothly and they'll arrive and just be really great. What are the odds, huh? Well, maybe one or two, but we'll see. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my many stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Yes, that's right, you. Most notably, my comic book Night over at IndiePlanet.com. Oh, yes. And you'll want to catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And, of course, you can also watch my videos on BitChute.